Rahul Gandhi's visit continues in Manipur. Well, Rahul Gandhi was in fact stopped in Manipur during when he was trying to reach out to the relief camps by road, but then he had to take a chopper and he had moved in. Rahul Gandhi, in fact, also is saying that there is a story coming in that bad weather has forced him to curtail his trip as well. The Congress leader Rahul Gandhi arrived in restive Manipur on Thursday to a montage of drama, confrontation and political bickering, police barricading and highway at Bishnupur to keep him from travelling by road to Churachandpur. Women activists taking them on in a bid to clear the way for the convoy and sprinkling of protesters showing placards asking him to go back. Rahul took a chopper to Churachandpur after the standoff in Bishnupur involving the throng of women questioning if the administration had anything to hide. Police used tear gas to disperse others protesting against the ex-MP's visit. A member of the security contingent suffered a splinter injury in the melee. Inclement weather ultimately curtailed Rahul's trip is what is being said. Meanwhile, another little shocking is fact that there has been a continuation of the violence. 2 people have been killed. Cops chase away a mob near the CM's house. This is another big development when it comes to Manipur. Violence returned to Manipur on Thursday, leaving at least 2 people dead as many wounded after a dawn attack involving assailants described by the army as armed rioters on a village in Imphal West and border invited retaliation by forces. The villagers mobilized themselves to fight off the attack even as Assam Rifles unit battled the intruders who came with automatic weapons. So this is a set of violence that has also happened and 2 people have been killed. Meanwhile, the reports also coming in that the chief minister's house was in fact targeted by a mob and the police have been successfully able to chase them away. We have seen several instances in which the houses of politicians have also been attacked as well. Well, there's a small picture about Rahul Gandhi, in fact, at the relief camp. It is present on the page in Times of India as well. We'll just show you this small picture where he is interacting with the children at the relief camp. This is the picture that you can see. This is the picture that we were speaking about where he's interacting with the children at the relief camp over there. Similarly, there are several other newspapers that have also covered this incident as such, and we have Rahul Gandhi being mentioned especially with regard to his visit. Now, the picture that is there in here when it comes to the Indian Express on the visit, the coverage that they have given also similarly about him using a chopper when it comes to this. Manipur needs healing, stopped by police on road. Rahul takes chopper from Imphal. Well, this is the moment when the police had stopped him, and that picture coming out of here. Rahul Gandhi's convoy heading to Churachandpur was stopped by the police in Bishnupur district on Thursday. So this is the picture that in fact shows him being stopped, his convoy being stopped from going ahead. And of course the story about him being in Manipur and talking about Manipur needing a healing touch on this. So this is the story that is coming in with regard to the Indian Express. And of course Indian Express also speaking about fresh violence and 2 more deaths that have been reported in the air in Manipur. Again, quite shocking enough. But day 2, of course, again being curtailed by inclement weather is what we understand. And let us in fact see how the others have also. I've given you the Indian Express and also the Hindu. Meanwhile, I'm taking the Hindu right now. The Times of India is what we are. Yes, this is another picture that is coming in. Every one of them covering it with pictures, especially this is the picture that's come in the Hindu, and this is again Rahul Gandhi being given that space over there. Let's take a closer look. I'll ask the cameraman to just pan it. Rahul flies to riot hit Manipur district after police block road, and of course we have a woman who is crying and is being consoled by Rahul Gandhi, and that's the picture that is there. We have KC Venugopal also at the site, and Rahul Gandhi was trying to console the people in the relief camps and meeting with the people there on this. So clearly at the moment this is how they have in fact go ahead and covered on this, especially what is happening with regard to Manipur. After being stopped from travelling by road allegedly, the orders of Chief Minister N. Biren Singh, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi took the aerial route to violence-hit Manipur, Churachandpur and Kuki-dominated district on Thursday afternoon. He visited two Kuki relief camps, one in Tuibulong and the other in Hyangtam, and interacted with the victims and leaders of civil society organizations after reaching his destination by a chopper from Imphal. This is what he has said. I came to Manipur to listen to and understand what has happened and try and bring back peace. Meanwhile, the other part of it is that two killed in a gunfight as fresh violence, in fact, breaks out in Manipur. That is also being covered in the newspapers as well. It's there in page 13 in Hindu. They have in fact given an elaborate report on what is happening. Meanwhile, there is an interesting story that has been taken up from Kerala, especially when it comes to the issue about Manipur. We have one story that is taken by the Hindu, and I'll just show you that story as well. We have been doing several reports about whether, the BJP's efforts in Kerala to reach out to the Christian community, has it been hit because of the violence in Manipur? Well, this in fact speaks to it. Let me in fact get a closer look at that article so that you would in fact see that article as well. Kerala Christian body calls for central rule in violence hit Manipur, and that is Thalassery Archbishop. His name is Mar Joseph Pamplani. Now, Pamplani is a very important person when it comes to this. I'll explain to you why is it so. Now, center and state governments criticized for failing to bring peace and order. Metropolitan Archbishop of Thalassery Archdiocese likens violence in the state to the 2002 Gujarat riots. Now, that is the big story that we are in fact tracking right now over here. This story is from Kerala as well, and how Manipur is affecting Kerala, and that is something that needs a little bit of explanation right now, because the BJP has been over the years meticulously, for almost 20 to 25 years, has been meticulously trying to reach out to the Christian community in Kerala because of the kind of political demographics that is there in the state. It has, in the last 5 years, upped the meetings with several church leaders. In fact, the Prime Minister also had come down during his visit to Kochi and met with the top church leaders in Kerala. Bishop Pamplani, as I was saying, Joseph Pamplani, who is the Metropolitan for Thalassery Archdiocese, had given a kind of statements that favor the BJP. He said that if the prices of rubber were increased, we know to whom to vote. If you have a pain that you don't have an MP from Kerala, then we will vote for you. This is the kind of statements that we had seen Mar Joseph Pamplani make, and it was being said that the church was in fact softening its stance. There were two groups within the church that said they were against it, and some were saying they were for it. Now, this particular outreach program that the BJP has been carried has taken a hit, because right now a lot of church leaders in Kerala are coming out and saying this, and Pamplani's statement is huge, because he while making that statement to a local channel in Kerala, has compared the violence in Manipur to that of 2002 Gujarat riots. That is what the Hindu has in fact reported on this. So those who want to in fact take a look at that story can go ahead and take a look at that story of how Manipur is also affecting Kerala. We are in fact joined in by Pankaj as well. Pankaj, we have been carrying out so many stories about how the influence of one state, whatever happens in one state, influences events in another state. Now, it looks like, especially now with statements coming in from a very influential priest and bishop like Mar Joseph Pamplani, that when it comes to the carefully articulated option of trying to woo the Christians in Kerala, it has suffered because of Manipur.
All the indications that the the implications of Manipur unrest have found their resonance in Kerala as well. And given the fact that the sizable Christian community in both the states have found a common thread as far as this quote-unquote ill treatment is concerned. And we have seen earlier also the reactions, the responses coming in from Kerala, the delegation that has visited there, the Christian body also expressing their dissent and asking the government to intervene. All those things have been there. The question is whether BJP's Christian outreach mission that it is running as of now We saw the glimpses earlier during last Christmas as well, when in Kerala the BJP cadres went to the Christian communities' houses and they distributed gifts, and so they did during Eid as well for the Muslim community. Now, that particular outreach, whether it has received a blowback or not, remains to be seen. BJP obviously is going into a huddle on 3rd of July for its all-important meeting, and from there on, the last leg of the preparations for 2024 elections would begin. I'm sure this particular concern will also come up, that how best to tackle the situation and not lose on the ground that it has achieved over the years as far as the Christian community across the country is concerned, not just down south in Kerala or in the northeastern part of the country. Having said that, the situation as of now in Manipur, as you mentioned, and as the bottom stripes also say, that Rahul's Manipur visit has actually created a lot of uh, uh, buzz, first of all, and secondly, the newspapers have equally treated it, given it equal treatment. And now, with Rahul Gandhi's second day in Manipur today, it remains to be seen whether he is allowed to go to one of the places which was in his itinerary slated for yesterday, because yesterday we saw the scuffle and uh, the brouhaha over his road travel, and then he had to take a chopper. All those things were in place. For the BJP, obviously, the treatment and the handling of this particular situation for the state government has couldn't have gone worse than this. Yes, the security forces, in a measured approach, said that there is a risk of the safety for Rahul Gandhi because there were protests in that area. But stopping him at Bishnupur, just 20 to 30 kilometers from Imphal airport, was something that politically would be seen as one of the steps to actually stop him from the communion with the masses. People, there were mixed voices. Some said Rahul go back. We saw some placards being held there. Some said that Rahul should be allowed to come and meet with them, because there's no one who has come to meet them. So politically, it's a tightrope walk that the government had to do there. What remains to be seen now is how does the day pan out today. We will be bringing you the coverage from 11 a.m. onwards on Rahul Gandhi's visit to Manipur. That is becoming a hot potato for sure, because the way the visuals came yesterday, the way protests happened, tear gas shells had to be fired, all in a day's work. It looks like that one Rahul Gandhi's visit to Manipur, the restive Manipur, as has been mentioned in many media reports, could be a tough nut to crack for the state government and security forces there.